I was in a church, I did this conference. Months later, she came up to me because of my home church, and she said, you know, I asked Joe to see this couple, and he did. And I knew the moment I was sitting there, I was going to marry him. It makes me cry just thinking about that because I know this girl, and it was precious, okay? You deserve this. And ladies, you deserve women in your church to do this. I love this topic. I really do. It lights women up that there's actually hope in clarifying this. I want to give you an idea out of the material. I call it dating with a mentor couple. And when I present this at conferences, oh my gosh, it challenges our American independent, I do everything by myself mentality. And I want to share this because it's different from the culture's singleness. That whole idea of being single, you cannot be single as a Christian. You're married without a spouse, but you cannot be single. It's impossible if you're married to Christ. Okay, so before I give you this idea, I want to provide some context. Suppose you're young, you're starting in life, but you desire to be significantly wealthy. I want to be rich. And there's nothing wrong with desiring, having wealth if you're serving the kingdom and you're using it for the kingdom. Now, would you go to all your poor friends and ask them to give you guidance and their advice? They've never managed a stock portfolio. They never invested and sold real estate or ran or sold a business. No, you wouldn't go to your equally poor friends. No, it's so funny. I mean, you would seek out godly women or a couple who's been successful and see if she or they will mentor you. Okay, they can walk you through tithing, savings, looking for opportunities, how to buy a house, having others pay rent as you build your business, all kinds of ideas that you don't know about. A mentor will walk you through the process, help you clarify your decision, and help you be accountable for reaching your goals. Now, in any field of your life, if you want to improve, if I want to improve, finding a mentor already ahead of you can help you get there quicker, more efficiently, and more intelligently. I've seen this work in my life so many times. Now, let's talk about dating with a mentor mindset. Not I do it on my own. I did it my way. Not that mentality, which is the Western mentality. The most important decision is an independent decision. The bigger the decision, the more people I want involved in the decision. If I'm making a $100 decision, that's different than if I'm making $100,000 or $1 million or a $5 million decision. And the more money goes out, the more people are in my world to make that decision with me. Now, your dating mentor would be good to be a married couple, significantly older than you, whose marriage that you can respect. They love each other. You can tell they're godly. They're following Jesus because they've been through some things. They've made mistakes. That's what makes them wiser. And they've watched other couples for decades make it, not make it, be challenged. You want to pick this mentor couple before you get into a dating relationship. You want to ask them if they will be willing to mentor you as you date. And most couples, honestly, they feel honored that you would choose them for this. And I've never had a woman tell me that someone said no. Okay. Now, the first role of a mentor dating couple would be to interview your potential date. Now, this is going to get really funny for you, but it really works, okay? And this is so good for everybody, man or woman. And men, if you're watching and you're dating, get a mentor couple as well. First, if Joe, your potential date, is unwilling to meet your mentor couple and be interviewed, he doesn't want any accountability, which is a terrible characteristic for a man. If you want to marry a man or a man of God, you want them to be able to accept accountability. Most wolves who wish to use you will not want to go through an interview. So chances of dating a wolf automatically go down significantly when you have a mentor couple. You would have previously gone over some of your desires for a man that the couple knows what you're looking for, so they know what kind of questions to ask. so they can evaluate according to the goals that you have, okay, and their experiences. Now, here is where it gets tricky. If they don't think he qualifies, you don't go on a date with him. And right now, women are stunned. I would give that decision to someone more mature, who's done more life than me, someone who's got decades of experience. Why would I do that, Dr. Weiss? Because it's called wisdom. Okay? Now, this must be agreed upon right up front. Now, if he passes the test, okay, and just showing up, he gets at least probably 50, 60% of showing up, okay? If he passes the test, then inform Joe, he will be meeting with this couple maybe twice a month together with you. They'll be asking lighthearted questions as well as holding you both accountable for the physical boundaries that you have agreed upon with your mentor couple. Now, here it can also get very touchy if you slip in some way. Does he or you or both of you commit to being honest, or do you as an individual or a couple lie? Lying is also not a good skill for a marriage relationship. So seriously think about the pros and cons of dating with the least amount of experience and knowledge, as the world does it, or having a dating mentor couple that can help you, might add value and safety to your dating process. Okay? I was in a church, did this conference. Months later, she came up to me because of my home church, and she said, I asked Joe to see this couple, and he did. And I knew the moment I was sitting there, I was going to marry him. It makes me cry just thinking about that, because I know this girl, and it was precious, okay? You deserve this. And ladies, you deserve women in your church to do this. If you don't have a ministry in your church, if you're sitting at home, open your home to the younger women or divorced women or widow women in your church. Please walk through this material with them. Do the ministry of Jesus. You can. You don't need permission to open your home, your office, or your friends on Facebook. Do this workbook together. Do this material. Please. It can change their life.